week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Okay, right?
They'll start on the ground. Hall.
And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 12. And it was the visiting Niners who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Santa Clara.
Now a throw here to his running back. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
He's brought down by Terrell Burgess.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Smith. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
But we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the 1st down.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown! A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he returns this to the 22. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Lance finding Kittle, first down San Francisco.
The Niners hit 11-3 on the year, and they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
On play action, Lance.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
To throw, it's Lance.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Here we go, set. And cycle.
Lance and company going on 4th down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. It's Smith. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL than just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
After the run, Smith going to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Walker. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. On 4th down, Smith. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Ken Walker.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor, maybe break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
He finds Kittle going across the field. He's got room at the 30.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
It's another 1st down on a big gainer there, 33 yards. They'll give to Hall.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
Breece Hall
with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the 49ers are back within a score.
The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now Geno on first down. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
On the ready. At the 50, at the 60. 3. Warriors, 17. Ready.
On first down, it's Smith. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carping them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Smith. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Now we're first and 10 at the 11. Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. The Lance going to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
They'll go for it. It's Hall.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Breece Hall.
As the first half is winding down.
And the 49ers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fields this way up at the 17. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw caught by Gray.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
From the 6. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
From the 30 on second down, Smith finding Walker complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Off of play action, here's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is taken in at the 5. It's a big play there for Seattle. 55 yards.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And I tell you, from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Seahawks have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Now Myers for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score Seahawks 49ers 17. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are we going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing now is Lance.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Set, ready. Ready.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A.J. Brown from 21 yards away.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
49ers 17. Jason Myers.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exaltation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And absolutely zero surprise that that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up?
Now, that's just a head scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. the middle they run. It's Walker. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Throw left side complete. That's Williams.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing is Smith. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
What a drive this is turning out to be. That is 4 4th down conversions.
So give them credit for being aggressive and going after it, but on the flip side, how do you not find a way to stop one of those attempts? That means they're not playing with confidence on that side of the ball.
Smith on 1st down.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A.J. Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Seahawks are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
49ers 17. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
From the 6. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
And some space here. Still going. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fields this way up at the 17.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
Okay, break.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll fake it. Now Smith. This is the tight end Fant. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Well, clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play. Set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Ready?
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
Cowboy 80. Cowboy 11.
Geno now to throw. He's got his tight end Fant. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Now Smith. He'll find Metcalf. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, here's Jason Myers for the Seahawk field goal. And this a 39-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
Fielded right around the 8. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
On the double.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And this pass caught by Gray. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Off of play action, here's Lance.
And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition, work in the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
One final try now for Lance.
This will be caught at Samuel. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Seahawks, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Niners, it's a loss that could wind up hurting a little as they fall now to 11-4. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams.